Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. Week 10 is in the books on DraftKings, and we are going to take a look back at everything that happened this weekend. We're going to go over my best buys column from ESPN Plus. We're going to see where I was right, where I was wrong. Some places we got unlucky, some places we got extremely lucky. We're going to try and dissect all of that. Take a look at my high stakes lineup, my 150 lineups in the Millionaire Maker, as well as the cage match, as well as I'm going to show you what happened on Showdown last night. We're going to look at who won the Listener League, the top 10 finishers, and give them their shout outs. We're going to go over the week in total, as well as the Guillotine League on 06010, the Fantasy Focus Football Podcast. So thank you guys for being here on the second channel. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a reply down below. Let me know how you did, and if you won, go to smizzle.tv/charity. Take a couple of seconds. We just crossed the $20,000 mark, which triggered another $10,000 donation from me to No Kid Hungry. We are 80% of the way to our season-long goal, and we got 6 weeks to get there. So every single dollar helps. Try to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself and give a little bit to those kids. So thank you guys for being here, and let's hit the recap. Let's go.
He's a legend.
K-Dub, thank you for the $15.69. Donated to No Kid Hungry, by the way. We're going to start with my article over here on ESPN Plus. Yes, it is a paywalled piece. It's the only paywalled piece of content that I do. Not my choice. ESPN chooses to put it behind the ESPN Plus paywall, but realistically, who doesn't have Disney Plus nowadays? So you can bundle it and you can get this article and tons of other content that goes along with it. That's probably better than my content, but also you're there for my content. So let them know. Tell them Smizzle sent you. Tom Brady, floor day from Tom Brady, 15 fantasy points, 23 of 34 for 220, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That sucked. Really weird week this week from the quarterbacks. Justin Herbert, floor day on top of that, 20 of 34 for 195, 1 touchdown. He just couldn't make anything happen. Like, you look at the next gen chart of where they were targeting individuals. Sharon, thank you for the $20 donated to No Kid Hungry. We march towards 25,000. We just need like 100 more of those. If we get 100 more of those, we're like halfway there. It's great. We're halfway to the goal. I can't believe he had 13 points. He didn't throw the ball past 10 yards very often yesterday. It's just they constantly were just peppering underneath. They've got to open this up a little bit, especially the way that they were doing earlier in the season when they were just letting him fling the ball downfield constantly. They're just not doing that anymore. 20 of 34, 195, 1 touchdown, 1 int. Not exciting. Dak Prescott put up a very nice day at 6,900 of 24 of 31 for 296, just missing the bonus, mostly because Atlanta could not keep pace at all. Also contributed 1 on the ground, 26.3 points. And Jalen Hurts had a solid enough day with 16 of 23 for 178, 2 touchdowns, both to Devonta Smith, birthday touchdowns for him. Love to see that kid start to get it going. 14 more rush attempts for 53 yards. The floor for Jalen Hurts is outstanding. Another solid day for him. Not a tournament winning day, but a solid day nonetheless. Najee Harris carried the ball 26 times, only had 105 yards, did get you the bonus, caught 4 balls for 28 yards, no touchdowns. 20.3 DraftKings points at 7,900. Jonathan Taylor, absolute smash. Should have been more, but maybe I'm greedy. With as well as he was running in the first half, and as much as they were feeding him the ball in the first half, they kind of changed courses in the second half, and things kind of got tight and a little uncomfortable against Jacksonville. They did end up holding him off and finishing that game, but 21 carries for 116 and a touchdown, 6 balls caught. 6 balls caught on 8 targets. Very important, but only 10 yards. Really weird. They just kept throwing him predictable screens, and he was just getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. Very bad air yards for him yesterday, but 27.6 DraftKings points. Absolutely smash play every single week. You love to see it. James Conner, 6,300. He was fine. 15.4 DraftKings points. Did score a touchdown to kind of salvage things. Got 4 targets, which you love to see. That's why we have to have him get that usage in the passing game. But only 10 carries for 39. That's mostly game script oriented. Box score watchers, game log watchers going to say, see, he went back to what his usage was before, but he didn't. They just got way behind. They were down 14 points to basically Cam Newton within the first 5 minutes of the game. Dearness Johnson, absolute smash play, and didn't get as high as he could have gone. 19 for 99 yards, missed the bonus by 1 yard, caught 7 of 8 balls that headed his way. 58 yards, no touchdowns, 22.7 points. JD McKissick was a miss, but you didn't need him. Same thing with Devin Singletary, got there with a late touchdown, but there was so much other value that popped up later in the week with Ramondre Stevenson jumping onto the list and Mark Ingram jumping onto the list, that both of these plays, and Singletary came off the list later in the week because very clearly it was heavily dependent on the availability of Zach Moss. So Moss did not miss, so we really weren't on Singletary by Sunday. But he did get into the end zone late in that game. Keenan Allen, again, another guy that was close, just didn't quite get there. Like, he was fine, but like, he caught another ball that would have put him over the 100-yard bonus, and it got called back. So that kind of sucks. We got a little unlucky with this one, even though he was fine. 8 catches on 11 targets, 98 yards, no touchdowns, 17.8 points. Jerry Jeudy, 6 balls caught, 9 targets, 48 yards, not enough ADOT there, and not enough run after the catch. Just a really weird day from him, 11.1 points. Tyler Johnson, I'll take the L there if you want me to take it, whatever, 4.7 points, but I'd much rather miss on value than miss on the studs. That's just my personal philosophy. If I miss and a value play gets me like 5 fantasy points, but realistically to pay off that salary, then you like 9 or 10, you're not missing by much. It's when you pay up for a guy like DK Metcalf, who even with the return of Russ Wilson didn't really do anything, at 7,800, catching 3 of the 8 balls that were headed his way for 26 yards. This 5.6 points for DK Metcalf hurts a lot more than the 4.7 points for Tyler. So that's really the problem there. Deontay Johnson got there, right? He didn't hurt you with 15.3 points, 7 caught balls on 13 targets. So the targets sustained even with Mason Rudolph at quarterback, only 83 yards, no touchdowns, awful offensive performance. I was hate watching this game like it was the last season of Entourage against the Lions yesterday. I was not pleased. Michael Pittman, 12.1 points, caught all 5 targets, 71 yards, no touchdown. Dan Arnold, another smash week. You know what? Anybody that was mocking Dan Arnold 3 weeks ago when we were like, look, Dan Arnold's too cheap and you should play him, they don't get to play Dan Arnold now moving forward. No, you don't get to celebrate this. You don't get to be on this train. If you weren't here at the beginning, you go find yourself somebody else. The kiddie game is down the street. You can get all the way out of here with that mess. Dan Arnold, once again, 5 catches, 7 targets, 67 yards, no touchdown, 13.7 points, smash. Tyler Conklin, 3.4K, caught 3 balls, 5 targets, 11 yards only, but we got lucky with this one, right? So like 2 of those 3 catches happened to be in that painted area of the field, and he got 6 points extra for each one of those catches, making him a smash at 16.1, but I totally acknowledge that we got lucky there. TJ Hawkinson narrowly avoids a Blutarski line because he got 1 target, 0.0 DraftKings points. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. I cannot believe that they did not try to target TJ Hawkinson, like not even a little bit, but that could have to do with the fact that Goff just might be hurt. But he was targeting some wide receivers. It's shocking that they could not work TJ Hawkinson into the passing game at all. Kyle Pitts, 4 catches on 7 targets, 60 yards, no touchdowns, 10 points. Meh. But like if you were using him in your bring back plays for your Dallas Cowboys stacks with CeeDee Lamb, like way better than basically every other Atlanta Falcon. So like, did he pay off? No, but like if you chose him as your bring back play, way better than Gage. What did Cordero have? Like 4.4 points? Better than him too. Buffalo Bills 12 points, Colts 14 points, Titans 6 points. All the defenses did just fine. Moving over to my high stakes lineup, didn't cash mostly because that late drop on that bullet that Herbert threw to Mike Williams at the 1 yard line. So like bounced off, tried to catch it with like the inside of his elbow, never turned the hand over. Would have scored a touchdown on that play. He ended up being a snowflake there. Dan Arnold did well. I went with the Herbert double stack, brought it back with Jefferson. Elliott did just fine. Johnson, I wanted to get up to JT in that lineup, and I didn't. And I wanted to get off of some of the chalk running back plays because you can see high stakes is different with Johnson being about 75%. Titans defense, Probably should not have played them with as highly played as they were at 28%. I really didn't see Mike Williams being over like basically double what Keenan Allen was on percentage. That shocked me in this particular tournament. Going to my Millionaire Maker teams, my highest one. No, show only mine. This is a me show. My show. Highest lineup was 167.16. That one was a Kirk Cousins double stack. If you remember last week on the stream, I don't remember if this made it to a video, if this was on the Friday show. I said, if you want to get different, just double stack Kirk Cousins. Easiest way to get different. Conklin, 9%. Justin Jefferson, 5%. Kirk Cousins, 2.7%. That stack, that triple kind of smashed, and then Mike Williams was on the way back. Obviously, if he catches that touchdown, it's a different story. Or if I had gone with Allen, or if I ended up with, I can't say gone with Allen in that stack, also would have been different. And then, not much else there. Carolina, Arizona was a secondary here. Christian Kirk, Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with another fantastic day, guys. I'm sorry, but they rested him late in this game. 10 catches, 66 yards, 95 yards, got vultured twice on the one, got tackled twice on the 1 yard line. Could have had 2 more touchdowns in here to make it like a 38-point day, but just didn't end up happening for him. So he was on our 5 under 5 video. He ended up at 6.3%, slightly above Justin Jefferson on the 5 under 5 video. I'm telling you, it's very easy to find pay up to be contrarian guys and play them in tournament lineups. You're not looking for optimals. You just got to find a different path, and that's going to keep that under a combined 130 for you for your lineups. Looking at this is the Showdown slate. So coming over here, I lost $900 on the Millionaire Maker because it's $3,000 to enter 150 times. And then last night for the 150, I made it back on the Showdown slate because I was very close but didn't quite get there. Came in 23rd. I had Ingold in that lineup. It was probably in my group. I had Edwards and him probably both in that group of my at least those 5 players. He blows out his knee early in the game. And how many people was I duped with? So the guy won it solo. Congrats to him. Then 14, 20, 21. So I had how many people on this lineup? Medium-sized train, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 people on that one. Not the best, but it was a rout. And I had a bunch of opportunities if only 1 or 2 things would have happened, as is the Showdown life, right? We had a bunch in the top 1,000, which is all that you can hope for. We're on to Monday night there. Taking a look at the cage match. I lost the cage match to Hodge, so congratulations to him. Breaks my winning streak. I got a floor day out of Justin Herbert, so that kind of sucked. And he had Conklin with the 2 touchdowns. So I got unlucky here that Herbert had that bad day. He got lucky that Conklin fell into the end zone 2 times, but them's the breaks. That's how it goes. Congratulations to him. I donated my $250 live on stream on Twitch. If you were live, you saw it. And with the giveaway spins, I had to add an extra $70 to that as well. Taking a look at the Smiz Gang Listener League. Jody Markart took it down with a Josh Allen, Steph Diggs stack in this spot. Went with Henry and Aguilar from New England as they had a big day, but Aguilar missed. Henry was very sharp considering that Jonnu Smith was out for that game. Correlated Elliott with the Cowboys defense, had DeAndre Swift, Corey Davis bringing back from that Bills stack. Don't hate it. Don't hate it at all. And DeAndre Swift at 5%, right? He was somebody that we had talked about who was going to be very low because people just didn't want to play him. It's very easy to identify some low played players when everybody gravitates towards the best value plays. CJ Broski came in second. SNE James, Matty K, Civil Lobo, NJ Gordo, Magols, Makusa 6, D Carter, his second lineup, and Duma Kings. Congratulations for finishing in the top 10. Heading over to the ESPN Smizzle Smash Plays. I need you to understand that my team, my bench, I had Derrick Henry. I lost Robert Woods. Thomas has been on IR the whole year, but I did pick up Travis Kelce, so that's fine. Chase Edmonds, goes on IR this week. I have Saquon Barkley sitting on IR, hoping to get him back in week 10, which was the plan when I still had Derrick Henry. My team is a freaking mash unit. I have no time left. I'm all in at 99.12. Outwit, outplay, outlast projects at 110 with 2 players left. Stefania, 85.4 with 1 player left. 1 player left for Strawman's Revenge. But the HMS Beagle is already finished. We're on to week 11. We're still in it, baby. The HMS Beagle looks like the most likely team that's going to get cut. Russ Wilson, Zach Moss, Mike Williams, Christian Kirk, Darren Waller, Antonio Gibson. Went with Brandon Bolden, not Ramondre Stevenson, Tyler Boyd, Antonio Brown. A.J. Dillon going to be free now that he's going to be viable for a couple of weeks. Nick Chubb is going to be available on the waiver wire. I have like no money to spend though. So Pierre, head of fantasy over at ESPN.com, the worldwide leader in sports. Pierre, I wish you the best, man. We were texting back and forth this week, but it may not make it. That $12 that he's got in his budget does not look like it's going to survive the smizzle smash plays. Live to fight another week, and I've got to see if I can snatch one of these running backs. Worst thing is I had Ramondre Stevenson earlier in the year, and I just didn't have room for him. I think I cut him to get like Travis Kelce, or I cut him to pick up like Saquon Barkley or something. And now I don't have him, or didn't have him for that 1 week that I really could have used him. Not sure how viable he's going to be moving forward, but like I'm going to have to fight and scratch and claw. I feel like Jack on the deck of the Titanic. Hopefully Rose will find room for me on the door so I don't freeze in the water and just sink on the way down. Thank you guys for watching the video. We'll see how it goes. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.